Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to talk about on display business rule. So this is a very useful business rule because that is the only business rule where we can store the value in the variable in a server side, that is in the business rule, and that would be definitely in the scratchpad variable, and that scratchpad variable can be accessible from the client side, that is from the client script. So let's start the video. So I'm going to take one use case. I'm going to write a business rule, on display business rule on problem table, and what I'm going to check, I will check that if the current logged in user is part of or member of problem analyzer assignment group. That's why you probably notice I copied the sysID of the problem analyzer assignment group at the beginning of the video. So this is my on display business rule, and here I need to write that condition that if, so basically I'm storing the value in user variable, and here I'm writing that gs.getUser. That means it is taking the user ID of the logged in user, and it will check the dot is member of if the logged in user is member of that problem analyzer group. That's why I'm passing also the sysID as a parameter of that function. So it will always return the value in boolean. Either if this user is a member, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So that value I am going to store in a scratchpad variable, and after that I will write one client script in the client side, and I will try to fetch that scratchpad variable from the client side. So this is my scratchpad variable g underscore scratchpad dot member is equal to user. So initially I'm storing the value in this user variable, and then I'm storing that, assigning this user value of the user variable to the scratchpad variable. So I'm done with my server side scripting, that is display business rule. Now let's go back to the client side. So now I'm going to write one onload client script, and I will try to fetch the scratchpad variable from that client script itself. So user member check is the name of my variable, and you can see the type is also selected as onload. So here I am writing one conditional statement, that is g underscore scratchpad dot member, the same scratchpad variable which I defined in my business rule and stored the value. So g underscore scratchpad dot member, if it returns true, then there is one user defined field on the problem table, that is data accurate. So I am making this field visible on the form. If the logged in user is not part of that problem analyzer group, then this field should not be visible for them. So else I'm setting it as false. So I'm done with the onload client script as well. Let's go back to the problem record. So I'm opening one existing problem record, and on this record you can see the assignment group is problem analyzers, and assigned to is problem administrator. What does that mean? Problem administrator person is a member of problem analyzer group, and here you can see, since as admin I am not part of this group, that's why that field is not visible on the form for me. So I am going to impersonate as problem administrator now. Since this person is part of that problem analyzer group, I should see this field on the problem form. Let me open the problem record and I should see that field. You can see that is data accurate field is getting appeared on the form. So that is a very strong functionality in the ServiceNow, where we can establish a relationship between client side scripting as well as server side scripting. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you so much.